in the year 2035, you will learn conspiracy theories aren't what you think. In general, you're going to learn something. You're going to learn Jimmy Hoffa was cremated. You're going to learn that. You're going to learn that President Kennedy, was he shot by Lee Harvey Oswald? Yeah, once. But then the other shot, it missed, but overlapping shot sound was by somebody that exactly knew what they were doing and hit the target properly. But, that's why you dispel the idea of a second shooter, because then you think it's an inside job. You don't want that, right? You got to think it's that one guy. You'll also learn that when it comes to politics, that there are a lot of politicians who are getting paid to make sure that you are exposed as whom and what you are. Right now, conspiracy theories pretty much are dogs chasing tails, their own, believing that it's somebody else's. That's what it looks like from the outside looking in. In general, and I have to say nihilistically, there's no inherent need to solve any of these. There really isn't. For example, if you do find out that, let's say, it was an inside job for JFK, you found out that he was killed by the people that was supposed to be protecting him, then what? You could jump up and down and say, I knew it, there's proof, it proves it, the government, yada, yada, yada. Answer this. What next? What now? You've proven whatever you need to prove. So then what? What's next? What does it solve? What does it help? Does it help everyone? Does it help you? What does it do? You expose the government had a thing. Now what? Martin Luther King, he was assassinated. We know about who, we know when, we know what day, and all that stuff. But no one ever talks about why. He was a little too progressive at the time. He wanted equal rights. He was going for, all kind of old money systems to actually do right. They had to get rid of them. Usually people get killed, assassinated, or whatnot, and they just, the reasons are nothing that's going to do anything for us today. The moon landing. Did it happen? Did it not? I don't know. Talk to the people that put the cameras in places that the astronauts hadn't visited yet to catch them going to those places. Do that. And then you find out that the moon landing is faked. Now what? It's a government conspiracy. They prove something of what value? Just saying. What? There's so many things floating around. And then you want to ask, Cedric, what are you talking about? What are you going on about? Okay, pause, chill. Ask yourself that question about any politician saying anything. Anything. If it's against woke, if it's against same sex, if it's against transgender, if it's against and the whole myths that they spew, create, and then try to solve and tell you who to hate, who to blame. Tell me, how is it helping you? Take a step back, chill. That's what you do. You take a step back, you chill, and you be like, wait a minute. If I'm to hate the transgender, why? If I am to hate the LGBTQIA+, why? How does that help me mentally, physically, financially? How does it help the nation? How does denigrating one save us from what? The Boondocks, Reverend Lovejoy is the episode where Huey Freeman was starving himself. He wanted change. He wanted change with BET. He wasn't going to get it. And while he's starving, everyone around him is eating. They don't care. They don't care. Huey's got a point to make. He's got a point to prove. He wants people to wake up. That's what he wants. Wake up, see what's going on, do the right things. But they're eating. And Reverend Rollo Goodlove, he says, when he finally comes out at the end, he says, you might as well get paid while you bullshitting. Why starve yourself? Why starve yourself? Huey broke, and he's, yeah. Why starve when nobody's gonna care to do anything to listen? So what's the point of this post? That's up to you to decide. I know why I'm making it. It's just another plea for you to wake up, do some critical thinking, and make a better choice on what you do with yourself at any juncture of your life. Get rid of the distractions and try to move forward as positively as you can, as harmless as you can, and let people who are doing nothing to no one alone, let them be. They're not harming you or anyone else. There's no need to hate them. Hate the ones that are hating those that aren't doing anything to anyone. That's if you want to use your hate properly. But then that will make some people question a lot about themselves. And that's the scariest thing that they can do, which is probably why they don't do it. Ignorance is bliss. It is. And life's too short for that level of bliss. You can have bliss when you finally rest. But until then, let's come to reality and try to do what's best. Thank you for listening.